What's the Tea 2022. I love these. I love these nights.
I know.
Just kidding.
We're not drinking wine, though.
No. We got our LaCroix. I don't know what you have, but...
Do you know what I have is Liquid IV.
Ooh.
It's actually yours.
Nice. From New York?
It's from New York. I found it and I was like, I need this badly because there's just some ish going around. And I'm not saying that I have it, but I'm not saying that I don't feel like a little bit of it happening.
Yeah. I have been drinking it kind of like a mad woman as well, just because it's so good for you.
It is. Yeah.
I agree with you. Also, we don't have coasters this time around.
Well, enjoy our glasses
Enjoy our
clinking.
glasses.
We're not going to try to make this pretty.
All right, well, let's start. Let's start with our 2021 New Year's resolutions, because that was something we talked about on our very first episode.
Which is wild.
Which is so cool.
That's
It's been
crazy to
almost a
think
year.
about.
I know, I'm so excited. So, remind me again what your New Year's resolutions were and how did they go?
Okay. So, as I had mentioned in our first episode, I have my notebook in front of me because I don't do like a singular New Year's resolution. I think actually the key for me is I can't get bored.
Yeah.
And by doing one thing, I get a little bit bored. So I actually have started doing a new month's resolution. So I do a new goal every month, and the real goal is to like gain all these good habits and gain 12 really good habits throughout the year, which doesn't happen, but some of them did. So I'll just point out the ones that definitely stuck. February. Oh no, it wasn't February. It was June. June, my goal was to eat 5 salads a week.
Yes.
And I never liked salads. I'm not a big, like, healthy food fanatic. Mm-hmm. But I forced myself to eat 5 salads. And that didn't even have to be just, like, my meal. I just had to have a salad with my meal or for lunch. And I am obsessed with salads now.
That's awesome.
You, like, find a way to make them good. And then you literally start to crave them. And I think I started to feel good from eating so much, like, green.
Totally.
That is one that I stuck with for pretty much the rest of the year. I did July, no goal. Forgot to do it. So I had a buy month. September, my goal was to walk Buxton every day. I think I maybe talked about that before on here.
I don't, like, did you though?
No.
Oh, poor guy.
No. That was like a really hard goal because it's not nice out always in September.
No.
Like, it's like sometimes raining. But I will say he walked probably at least 75% of the days.
Good for him.
Which is better than nothing.
Yes.
You know, it's better than what I was doing. And I definitely started to walk him more because of that. And then my other goal was to read 15 minutes every day. That was in April, and that one I did the entire year.
There was
maybe some days that like I didn't, but there were other days that I would read for like half an hour because I just like totally fell in love with books this year, which I had not been that person at all, you know.
Yeah, I love that for you though. That's such a good habit.
I know.
And it's such a good thing to do.
So yeah, there were good things. There were
Good.
definitely things that didn't happen.
What were some of those?
Let's see. My March goal was to work out 4 times per week. And that is just a lot.
That's hard.
We'll talk about it soon, but I'm challenging myself to that one a little bit more this year. February, sleep 7 hours a night.
I would be tired if I only slept 7 hours.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
We have talked about this
Yeah.
before. Like, I do not sleep 7 hours any night. And so February, I was like, well, I need to try this because maybe I'm just super not functioning the way I should be. And maybe this 6 hours of sleep is really hindering me. I could not do it.
Yeah.
Like, I was just wired and so that one did not stick. I definitely am still a 6-hour sleeper.
So, okay, what time do you go to bed? Like midnight?
11:30.
Okay, yeah. Well,
You know, that's like
Do
what
what
time I
works for you.
have to fall asleep by. Like, I try to fall asleep by 11:30, so do I fall asleep by, like, midnight? Yeah, probably.
yeah.
And then waking up at, like, 6 or 6:30. So we'll see. We'll see if we
Works for
can
you.
conquer some of those.
Yeah.
But anyways, yours, I remember, was travel.
Yeah, travel. I remember I said that. So travel, and then stop apologizing.
Yes.
Those are my two. And I feel like I maybe had a third one, but it wasn't anything groundbreaking.
Yeah.
So the travel one, 100% happened.
Killed it.
I went on so many trips, but also I was really exhausted at the end of the year because
Really?
well, also not even just with the trips, but I think my year was just so busy with little things.
Yeah.
And like I'm gonna do this on the weekend, or so it's really busy. But so that happened for sure, and that was really exciting, seeing new places. And obviously New York we went together. That was really fun. Everywhere I went was warm, I think. Colorado, that was warm because that was in the summer. Arizona.
Did you go to Vegas?
Vegas was a little cooler because it was winter. But yeah, I don't know. That was fun. And then stop apologizing. I feel like I did really well at first.
Yes. Okay, good.
Yeah. I did really well at first because I was thinking about
Yes.
it. And then towards like third and fourth quarter, it all went to hell. And I just kept saying sorry about everything and second guessing myself, and that's just me.
Yeah. That's just me.
That's just me.
It's not going to change.
No.
It's just who you are.
But again, like I think I'm more aware.
You were really aware at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And you know what? After tonight, you'll probably be more aware again. You just need a little check-ins.
Little check-in. That's what this is all about.
Exactly. So, besides resolutions, what did you learn from 2021? The good, the bad.
The good, the bad, the ugly. I feel like there was a lot of things that I learned. One of the things that I learned, and I was telling Landon before the new year started, I'm like, I am going to start saying no to things.
Oh.
I think I was so, even on my weekdays, like, oh, I want to get dinner with this person, or I have time to run to Target after work, or just like all these little things, or even a 15-minute, I have 15 minutes, I'm gonna do something.
Yeah.
Where towards the end of the year, I just was so tired all the time, and I just felt exhausted. And so that was one thing where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take it a little bit slower this year and make some time for myself. And even if it's just sitting alone in silence,
Yes.
and just not being around people all the time. That was something I learned.
That's huge.
I know.
It really is.
And at first, like last year, I'm like, I'm going to say yes to everything.
Yeah.
But I think I was saying yes to a lot of things that maybe didn't fit me.
Totally.
So.
And then you end up filling your plate, and then you're like, have so much on it that you don't even know where to start.
Right.
Yeah.
And then everything is just kind of lingering over you.
Yes. Yep.
So that was my like one lesson. What about yours?
I think a lot of people can relate to that. Mine is kind of the opposite of that. Not that I said yes to things, but I did start saying, like, I just need to do stuff without thinking about what anyone else is going to think.
Yeah.
Like, you know this about me. Like, I never want to let people down. I never want to, like, do something that people are going to be like, what the heck? That doesn't make sense. And this year I was like, I'm going to start doing things that I want and not like needing to explain it to anyone. If it works for me, it works for me, and that's all that matters.
I love that.
And it's obvious I didn't do that in every way. There's definitely times where like I'm a people pleaser and like did things that maybe I wouldn't do if other people weren't involved, but I definitely tried this year to focus on that.
I think that's really good.
It is really good.
And okay, that kind of goes hand in hand with mine as well.
Yeah.
Like doing things that make you happy.
Yes.
Regardless of what other people think.
Yep. It's hard.
It's so hard.
It's not easy because there's just so many opinions out there. There's just so many ways that people can watch you now. I mean, even look at this, the podcast, camera, social media. Like there's just so many more eyes that can be on you if you allow it to. But you also need to like understand what really matters, and those eyes don't always matter.
Right. That's a good point. Just
but
like all your likes on Instagram don't really matter.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, I have been meaning, and I'm so glad you brought that up because they changed.
They did.
Well, they made a feature where you can now put it that you can't see like how many people have liked your posts. Remember how you asked me? You're like, why does this say so-and-so and others liked this post.
Yeah.
So, like, you can put that in your settings where people can't comment. You can't show, like, how many likes you received. I think yourself would know, but it's not out in the public. And I've been meaning to change mine to that. The only thing I don't love is I like when people can comment.
Can you have comments still?
I don't know.
Or is it all or nothing?
I always thought it was all or nothing.
Yeah.
You know, some people, like, put funny stuff in there, and I'm like,
Yes.
I want that. But
no.
The amount of likes I would love to take off. I think that should literally just be an Instagram default.
Like, nobody should have likes.
No one.
I agree.
Yes.
I know. Because I think it would eliminate a ton of comparison,
Yeah.
anxiety, all that.
Maybe 2022 Instagram will figure that out.
Yeah, Instagram, if you're listening. Just kidding.
Obviously. Clearly they are.
Clearly.
Okay. Well, besides, you know, what we learned, how our resolutions go, we want to talk about some good things that came out of 2021.
Yeah.
And we kind of thought it would be fun to do a recap of some of our favorite things, whether it's vacations, fitness routines, books, movies, just our absolute favorites from this year that we experienced.
Yep.
So starting with our favorite category that we talk about all the time is skincare.
Our favorite. Oh my gosh, I love skincare so much. Honestly, I recently got this new serum from Face Foundry. The brand is, I think it's BioEffect. I swear it has changed my skin.
Your skin looks unreal.
Thank you.
I'm not even trying to pump your tires. Like, it looks so good.
Thank you. I love that stuff.
What is, like, it's supposed to do? Like, what is the goal?
It's just supposed to make your, like, younger skin. Like, it's supposed to help with wrinkles. I mean, it's not a Retin-A at all. Like, it's a night serum. You put it on every night. But it's just supposed to help with youthful looking skin.
I need to buy that.
It is
ASAP.
so good. And then, yeah, I mean, that's probably my favorite.
Okay.
And that was, like, a recent find. So I got that probably right away in December. So it's only been a month.
But you can already tell.
Thanks.
Best thing you've gotten
Yes.
out of 2021, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, the reason why, because you told me about that, and I'm like, okay, I need to get that. The reason why I haven't, though, is because I have just learned less is more for me.
Yeah.
And I cannot incorporate too much too soon, so I try to really just, like, ease myself into it. But one thing that I consistently keep going back to this year is the Paula's Choice BHA toner.
Ooh, okay.
It is so freaking good. It's super good for large pores. It, like, helps immensely in that. Super good for acne. Super good for just, like, an exfoliation. I've done a lot of research, and a lot of people that I've been watching or listening to have said that, like, physical exfoliation, like beads or, like, actual like, you know, something that you can feel is not always the best to use, but chemical exfoliant is way, way better. And that's what this is.
So did you just put it on with, like, a cotton ball?
Yeah.
Oh,
and you don't
cool.
even need to. I guess you can just, like, put it in your hand and, like, pat it on your face. I always use a cotton pad, but you can use it day and night because it's super gentle, but
I should try that.
it's really, really good. So I've used that for probably the second half of the year, and that's by far been my favorite thing that I've incorporated.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. All right, so what about your favorite skincare treatment?
This is hard.
I know.
Okay. I got for Christmas a BBL.
Okay, your skin does look good. I can tell.
Thank you.
Cheeks, yeah.
I definitely think I noticed a difference. I literally just got it last week, so I'm kind of talking this, like, I'm scooting this in right on the dime. I know it technically isn't to the new year, but I'm going to count it because I think this is my favorite thing that I've done. But if we're truly talking about 2021, I'm going to say the facial that I got from Face Foundry. What was that again?
Hydrofacial.
The Hydrofacial.
Yeah.
Was so good. I know that in our episode with them, I had, like, raved about how that was, like, the best facial I had ever received. But it is by far the best thing that I got in 2021 done to my face.
I have never had one, but I want to try it.
I know.
That's on my list. So
yes, you have to.
My favorite would be dermaplaning.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, so I started that back in 2021, and I did it pretty consistent. I think about every probably 4 to 6 weeks, just kind of depending on when I could get in, but I loved it.
I need to do that.
It made my makeup go on so smooth. I feel like my skin looks brighter. I would recommend. And it's quick and easy. It doesn't hurt. I know you can buy like the razors and stuff from Target or Amazon, but
it's not the same.
It's not the same.
No.
No.
Because I'll do that sometimes just for like peach fuzz,
Yeah.
you know? But
that doesn't really get off the dead skin.
right.
Yeah.
I have to do that.
Yeah.
It is on my list of things to do.
That's my favorite.
Okay. Online boutique.
So I feel like I order from all the same places, but you have a good one.
You're
Mine
right.
are kind of lame.
Okay, fine. Okay, yes, I do have a good one. I've been gatekeeping this for sure because I love it so much. Fashion Pass. So
Ooh, yes.
It is a rental place, an online rental boutique, and they have so many good brands. A lot of brands that you see on Revolve, which we all know how expensive Revolve is. And I've just gotten in the habit, which is a bad habit, but I do not love to wear things twice. Not like everyday like work clothes, but like on a weekend or like if I go to like Nashville.
Right.
I don't really want to wear the same dress that I wore in Nashville to a wedding. It's bad to say. It's a horrible trait. I need to get over it. It might be one of my New Year's resolutions, but I will say this site has been so great for that because you can do a different plan, but you can rent up to like 5 items per month. Or not per month, per time. So I would rent 5 items for a week, send them back on Monday, put new stuff in my cart on Tuesday,
so cool.
Get a whole new like weekend wardrobe for Friday. So it's like quick turnaround. Like it literally ships you out so many different outfits for weekends specifically. It was so good for wedding dresses, bridal showers, bachelorettes. I used it a ton in the summer. The only downfall is there were definitely some times where I'm like, I don't really need to rent like an outfit.
Yeah.
Like I'm just staying home this weekend. Do I need to rent something? No. But I haven't canceled it yet because I love having it.
Yeah.
And
I want to do it. I want to do that for the summer.
You absolutely should. It's not cheap by any means, but it definitely saves me time in the sense of like I don't feel like I need to scour online websites and like look for clothes because it's all just right there.
Yep.
So
Quick and easy. I
that's
love that.
been by far favorite online boutique, Fashion Pass.
Okay, what about your favorite fitness routine?
Okay, well we both have the same one probably.
Yeah, Peloton.
Peloton, I love and I hate it. Which I have told you millions of times.
Yeah.
Like, I have waffled about keeping my Peloton because I don't love the bike, but it is a killer workout.
It is.
And it's very convenient, especially in the winter. I've actually started using their, like, fitness apps, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this morning, I did a bar class, and I like that a lot. So that makes me justify, like, the $40 a month membership a little bit more because I was literally riding that bike once a week max, and I was like, this is too much, but
I like to ride. Like, I like the bike rides. I love the music and the instructors. They really pump me up, but I have recently started, like, with the weights.
yes.
So using, like, even if it's a 10-minute arms,
it makes
love
it
that.
way more justifiable. I
Yes.
think that is the key that I was missing out on, like, my first couple months with the Peloton is I wasn't using the other workouts, and those are really where like it does make more sense,
and you can mix it up. I want to try the bar. I haven't tried that yet.
It's good.
Yeah.
And it's I don't want to say it's easy, but like I could do it this morning and I wasn't like dripping in sweat where I like needed to wash my hair before work, but it's hard enough where I'll be sore tomorrow. So I've been into it. I'm thinking I might keep it for a while. We'll see.
You can always sell it.
Okay. What about books? I told you I started reading. This is like your wheelhouse. So
I think it's becoming your wheelhouse now.
I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Favorite books.
Favorite books. So, okay, fun and then self-development.
Yes.
So, okay, self-development, I think. So, this actually came from Christy, the owner of Love Always, the Fire Starter Sessions. It's big.
It's
a really thick book. So, it's taken a long time, but I love that. That was really good. Okay, another one for self-development, Green Lights.
I have to get that.
It's really good. You can borrow mine unless you want to listen to it. But that was good. I mean, to me, that one's kind of like a fun and a self-development. But I did really like The Stranger in the Window.
Oh,
Yeah.
What is that?
I gotta look up the author here quick.
Or what is it about?
Stranger in the Window.
Like scary, mystery.
Yeah, it's more of like a thriller, mystery. Liv Constantine.
Oh,
which is the same
Jillian, or no.
Last Mrs. Parrish.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do I know that name? Okay.
Yeah. So that was really good. Yeah, I'm looking at the cover right now. It's definitely like a mystery thriller. To me, I like books like that. So
She's a good author.
She's
I forgot
amazing.
about her. But yeah, she's really, really good. I literally just finished. I have a tip for self-development because although have started reading this year, self-development kind of puts me to sleep sometimes.
yeah, it kind of does.
Like, it's hard for me to read at night. It has to just be super interesting for me to want to keep going. And sometimes self-development feels a little like work. After I've just worked a full day, that gets a little hard.
Yes.
So my tip for self-development books is audio. Like, if I do audio, I love it. And actually, me and a couple friends, we're doing a book club, but we're doing a book club for self-development books only.
That is so cool.
Because I'm like, I don't need to sit around and talk about, like, this fun book. I promise I'm
Right.
going to read it. We don't need to talk about it, but I need someone to talk with about self-development books, make sure that I get stuff out of them. So anyways, that was a ramble. But my favorite one that I listened to this year was Atomic Habits. I'll have to look up the author, but it was so good. I listened to it on one day and like couldn't stop it, which never happens.
That doesn't happen.
No.
Oh,
It was really good. And it comes with, I actually just signed up for his like email blasts or email newsletter where he sends you like these lessons that you need to like complete every
Cool.
3 days. And it's like a guide to help building really good habits. And it like tells you like what you need to do. And Maddie, who we had on our last couple episodes, she's the one who talked about it.
Oh,
And that's,
yes,
I was
yes.
like, okay, I've heard of this. She's saying it's good. I need to get it. So 10 out of 10. For fun, I know I've said this before and people are probably sick of it, but Colleen Hoover, if you've not read, I don't know what you're doing. It's just
Pick it
like,
up.
I read how many of her books this year? I think I read like 6,
Dang.
which is absolutely crazy. I read one book that was not Colleen Hoover and I went back to her again because
I
I'm
need
like,
another.
I can't get enough of them. And my favorite is so hard to pick, but I think Verity,
Love.
which so many people have read. I know a lot of people have heard about. I think that's definitely one of her most popular, but I think that is one that almost everyone would like because it's a little bit romance, but it's a little bit mystery and it's a little bit suspense. Like, it's got a lot of good genres all around. So I think that's a great place to start if you're wanting to read Colleen Hoover books.
I loved that one because it totally threw me for a loop at the end.
It's like Shutter
It was-
Island, where like
yes.
you keep going on being like, so what was real?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think about it probably monthly. Oh gosh.
Okay, so what about vacation?
Okay, well, we all know New York.
Yeah, we all know.
New York was just, I mean, if you haven't listened to our episode on it, it was just the most unbelievable trip. And it was literally not even 3 days. I will give an honorable mention to Tyler and I went to Vegas. Just us two. And we had never been on a trip, just us. Like, we have been dating, married for almost 12, 11 years. I can't even keep track anymore. We've never been on a vacation where we just went without, like, other people. And so that was our first trip that we did. Like, we're not inviting anyone else along except for each other.
Good for you
And
guys.
it was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about yours?
Okay, so obviously New York, but I would give an honorable mention to when Lana and I went to Arizona. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
We just hung out by the pool and enjoyed our time.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Well, in Colorado,
Okay, duh.
I'm like, Paige, that's probably your best trip.
Okay, what was I thinking? Yes, Colorado. Okay, that takes a cake because that's where we got engaged.
Yeah. But I
So-
think you don't even think of that as your vacation. Like, that was like your engagement.
Yeah, I really didn't.
Yeah.
Like, after I said Arizona, it didn't even cross my mind about, well, you got engaged in Colorado. But, like you said.
Yeah.
And it was so just, like, quick. I don't know.
That is
Funny.
so great. Okay. What was your most worn item? So, like, wardrobe, accessory, whatever it might be, your favorite thing to wear in 2021.
Gosh. I honestly, I'm trying to think. I feel like I wear a lot of basics. So, like, I know in the summer I wore a lot of, like, high neck bodysuits and just kind of that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. What was yours?
I feel like this was the shacket century. Like,
Yeah, I would agree.
I not only wore them, but anytime I saw a jacket or a shirt jacket, I was instantly in cart. Like, I went ham in buying those, and I probably bought them all throughout last spring, summer, winter. Like, they just didn't stop for me.
Yeah,
So,
I would second that.
yes.
All right, hair care product.
Oh, I hope you have a good one for this.
Ooh, I don't know.
You
Okay.
have to.
Well, I would say, so this year I did start using Olaplex.
You did.
And I really like it. I've heard mixed reviews, but I really like the Olaplex. There is a leave-in conditioner, like a hair mask that goes with the Olaplex line, and I started using that. It smells so good. The only downfall is you have to leave it in for like 10 minutes.
Oh.
It really has to soak in. But I love that.
So is that like the number, what? Aren't they like numbered something?
Gosh, I don't know. Are they numbered?
Yeah, I thought so. I've never used anything Olaplex.
Okay.
But I thought it was, maybe I totally made that up, but
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look.
okay, we'll link it because I would like to buy it. Hair care product. Okay, I do have a bad one. I'm gonna give a bad thing to review.
Okay.
Just because I want nobody to buy this.
Yeah.
It was not a hit. I have been trying, I swear, my entire life to find a way to do heatless curls. And, like, to make them actually look good and not, like, sleep like an absolute lunatic when feeling uncomfortable. So I found this thing called the Octo Curl, where you literally put, like, a headband around your head, kind of like a, like, sweatband.
Oh,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
So you got, like, a sweatband around your head, and connected to that has, like, 8 other bands. So you literally look like you have an octopus on your head.
Yeah.
And then you wrap your hair around each of these, like, things. So you have your hair wrapped around 8 different pieces of fabric, and then you go to sleep, and you're supposed to wake up with, like, these incredible curls. I fell into it. I bought it. It never worked for me. And maybe, you know what, I will say it's gotten great reviews, so that's the only reason why I'm mentioning it, because just because it didn't work for me does not mean it won't work for you. So if you've been looking for heatless curls, maybe check it out, but
Didn't work for you.
maybe don't also. But my favorite thing is, because of you got this for me, was the Moroccan oil shampoo and conditioner.
Yeah, I love that.
I need to buy it again. I haven't bought it again because I was hoping to try some other things, because I'm like, wow, that went really well. Let's try some other things. every time I use a new shampoo and conditioner, I always compare it to that. I'm like, not as good.
It smells so good.
So good. And
Yeah.
I've always been scared to use Moroccan oil because my hair's so fine and really flat that I'm like, oh, this is going to weigh it down. Never did it ever.
Yeah.
I think I got the volumizing.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yep. Also just quick, speaking of the Moroccan oil, I use the root booster. I don't blow dry my hair often, but when I have something going on or like a wedding or whatever, I blow dry it. And I love that stuff.
Really?
Yes. It gives my hair so much volume, and it doesn't make it like sticky or
Crunchy.
That's the word. Yeah. It's good.
Gosh. Okay. Great things. We will attach. All right. What about tech gadgets?
Tech gadget. Okay, this is probably the same for you, but dude, AirPods.
I know.
I can't live without them.
I can't live without
Not
them.
with our jobs.
I literally just don't think without anything.
Yeah.
Like, especially our jobs, we're on the phone a lot. But aside from that, everywhere I go, it's starting to become a problem. Like, I want to go to the grocery store and listen to podcasts, and I'm like, is this acceptable? Like, can I do this?
Well, I was walking around the grocery store last night, and I had my AirPods on with you.
I know.
Like,
and then you're like talking. I don't know. I feel like we're a little bit behind where we live, where that has not become totally like normal. So I'm scared to do it. That is an example of where I just need to do what I want to do and not care what anyone else thinks.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna start listening to podcasts in the grocery store. Okay, that would be definitely mine. But just to give everyone something different, I know this is nothing groundbreaking, but is truly, if I could only pick one tech gadget that I had to live with, that wasn't my phone or like my computer or whatever, I need hue lights in our bedroom to wake up to. Like, having them set to slowly dim at 11 to tell me that I need to start going to bed is the best thing ever.
that is so cool.
I'll be reading and the lights will start to get darker, like little by little, where I'm like, okay, like I don't need to look at a clock. I can just, by how the light is changing, know that like I need to like put the book down soon and go to bed.
Yeah.
And then they'll just turn off at 11:30 and it's like, you're need to go to sleep.
Yep.
And then same thing for waking up, like they'll start getting brighter at 6 and then like 6:30, they're like fully on.
That is so, I need those.
You don't realize how horrible it is to wake up in the dark until you do after having those. Like, there are some mornings that I'll wake up at, like, 5, let's say to go to the airport.
Right.
And I hate it. I'm like, this is torture to wake. It truly is torture to wake up to stark light. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Okay, I need those. Also, I love my Sonos speaker.
Yeah.
I do love that. It's just nice to have it on, like, on a Sunday for even, a podcast, or you're listening to your new playlist. I don't know. That's fun.
Yeah. Easy thing.
Yeah. Okay, so last one would be movie/series. I don't know if I have a good movie, but I have a good series.
Okay, tell me your series.
Yellowstone.
Oh, yeah. I knew you were going to say that.
Did we watch something else, though? Oh, wait. I mean, I love Selling Sunset.
Yeah.
I know it's like over the top drama mama, but
but you can't look away.
I love it. Yeah.
You cannot look away. I would agree with all those. I haven't watched Yellowstone. I need to get on that bandwagon. Emily in Paris. That's just like the most recent one that I watched that I absolutely love, and I can't believe I love it because it's so cheesy, but it's just so easy to watch.
I love it. It's fun.
And if you miss something, like, you totally don't need to like rewind and go back. It's low commitment, and I love that. Movie. Oh my gosh, I do have a good movie. I hope I can remember what it's called. Frick. Did I tell you about this?
Yeah.
Joe Bell.
Oh, I don't think you did. Okay.
The only reason why I don't know if there was something wrong with me when I was watching this. So this movie, Joe Bell, it's a true story. It's based on a true story.
Okay.
And those always get me.
Yes.
And it's a movie about a son and a dad and just the relationship living in a small town.
Cute.
And I won't give away too much, but I have never, I don't know why it got to me, but I literally couldn't stop crying like
Aw.
20 minutes after the movie.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you like cry during movies.
Yeah.
This movie, for some reason, I just was like, I can't believe that's how it ended. And like, I couldn't stop crying. Tyler was just laughing at me and I'm like, I don't know what's
You're,
wrong
like, tearing up
with
right
me.
now.
I know. It was just like, it's such a cool story. It's so cool that like it was true. It's not like the most intense movie. Like, you're not watching it and you're like on the edge of your seat, but
Yeah.
just that end, like the way that the story ends kind of kills you.
We've watched a couple really good movies back in 2021. I cannot for the life of me think of names. I'm horrible at movie titles, so I don't even know, but we can link some.
We'll link them.
Because there's been a few on Amazon specifically that are good that we've watched. But
Yeah. Okay.
all right, so, okay, out with the old, in with the new. 2022.
Yes.
What? Because you haven't told me, and I'm so excited to see if
I
you
know.
do the monthly thing. Goals. What are your goals?
We have not told each other these. Okay. My goal so I don't think I'm going to set my goals until the month before because I really want them to fluctuate with what I truly need in that moment.
I love that.
So I don't want to pre-plan them. I think I might have like a list of things to think of so that if there is a month where I'm like, I don't really like have anything in particular I feel like I need to work on, but I'm going to try to kind of plan a month to month. But for January, my goal is to work out 5 times a week.
Woo!
So like last year, I said 4 was hard. This year, I'm doing 5, but I have like, okay, this Atomic Habits book really helps kind of set these goals or habits into a really good, I don't know, momentum. And so I'm planning to work out 2 mornings, which sucks, but like I have like my workouts like bookmarked. So
There you go.
I know I wake up and I know what I'm doing. 2 workouts in the morning. I have 2 workouts at night and then 1 Orange Theory.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So
That's a variety.
it's a variety. My goal is to do them all on weekdays because I just know how the weekends get.
Yeah.
So my goal is I want to work out every weekday. And then that way, if like something comes up on a Thursday night or something comes up where I sleep in or something, then I do have Saturday, Sunday to make up for it.
Right.
So
Yeah. Good
that's
for
my
you.
January goal. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. What is yours?
Okay, so I don't do like month by month goals, but a couple of mine, I have kind of a list, but I think 2 of my top ones would be to say no.
Okay.
And to like take more time for myself. I know I already kind of talked about that, but just finding that time to figure out what I like, what I don't like, and, you know, kind of form, I don't know, new habits, new hobbies for myself.
Yes.
And then another one would be workout to feel healthy. So totally going off of what you said, I'm doing the morning thing
Yes.
too. I've been on that morning grind. And
It's such a bad and good thing.
I actually really love it.
I think I do too.
It's the same thing. Like I have my workout bookmarked. I get up. I know exactly what I'm doing. It kind of sucks the first 5 minutes when you wake up. You're like, oh crap.
Literally the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But I do think I'm a little like delusional in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, where you don't have that like, oh, I need to do A, B, C, and D. Because truthfully, the first 5 minutes working out at night suck too. Because I'm like, I would rather sit on the couch. I
Totally.
would rather go make a snack. So
Yeah.
I do think morning is key.
Yeah, I know. And for me, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to set a number. I'm not going to say I have to do this, but what would I do that would make me feel healthy?
Yes.
You know? So that's my thing.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm so
okay,
excited.
let's see how we should share each other's workouts, like what you're
Yeah.
doing, which we kind of do. But I should look at your bookmark. I wonder if I can do that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Hell yes.
Hell yeah.
Okay, we're doing it. Well, we will,
Cheers.
keep everyone updated.
Yep.
Hopefully, pray for us that we can keep our goals. I'll let you know what my other monthly ones are, and
Yeah.
you keep saying no.
Keep saying no. I'll keep saying no. And also tell us what your goals are.
Yes.
Love the inspiration. Would love new ideas.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
To 2022.